Good morning, children. We can continue electric current and circuit. So electric circuit means we have seen in last slide a continuous and closed path of an electric current. So if the circuit break, the current stops flowing and bulb does not glow. And we have seen in an electric circuit, direction of electric current is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons, which is negatively charged. So here we can see the components of electric circuit and their symbols. So electric cell is represented by this symbol, and battery can be represented by using this symbol, and plug key when the switch is open will use, that means the closed circuit will use this symbol, and if the switch closed or switch is off will use this symbol in the electric circuit. So here you can see the two type of circuit, that is closed circuit and open circuit based on the switch. Okay, so if the switch is open, then circuit is called as closed circuit, and if the switch is closed or if the switch is off, the circuit is called as open circuit. And here you can see the symbols of wire joint, wire crossing without joining, then electric bulb, a resistor of a resistance or, then variable resistance can be represented by using the symbol. Then this is the symbol which is used to represent rheostat, and this is the symbol which is used to represent ammeter in electric circuit, and this is the symbol which is used to represent voltmeter in an electric circuit, and this is the symbol which is used to represent fuse. So ammeter have to be connected, it should be connected in series. Positive side of a ammeter must be connected to the positive terminal of a battery. We know battery contain two terminals, positive and negative terminal. Yes, so ammeter positive side or the positive side of the ammeter has to be connected to the positive terminal of the battery as shown in the figure. So voltmeter is an instrument which is used to measure the potential difference. So voltmeter has to be connected in parallel to the circuit. Positive side of a voltmeter is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So here you can see the voltmeter. So the positive terminal of the battery has to be connected with the positive side of the voltmeter. This is the arrangement for an electric circuit. Now we are moving to Ohm's law. Ohm's law was stated by the scientist called George Simon Ohm. Here you can see the picture of the scientist George Simon Ohm. He postulated Ohm's law. So what is meant by Ohm's law? So Ohm's law tells the relationship between the current I flowing in a metallic wire and the potential difference V across its terminals. We know that what is meant by current is, current means flow of charge at a particular area in unit time, and potential difference also we know it is the amount of work done to move a charge from one point to other. As so George Simon Ohm found out the relationship between the current and the potential difference. So this Ohm's law is used by electricians, automotive technicians, then stereo installers also using the Ohm's law. So now we can see the definition of Ohm's law. So Ohm's law can be defined as the potential difference across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature remains the same. This is the definition of Ohm's law. Okay, so we know George Simon Ohm have explained the relationship between the potential difference and current flowing through a circuit. Yes, so the potential difference which is across the end of given metallic wire is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. So it can be expressed as, so I proportional to V. I means current. Yes, the current flowing through the circuit is directly proportional to the potential difference V. Understood? So it can be expressed as V by I is equal to constant. Constant, it is denoted by the letter R. It is also called as resistance. So Ohm's law can be expressed by using the formula V is equal to I into R. That is, potential difference is equal to current into resistance. So R is a constant which is called as resistance. Understood? So what is the formula which is expressing Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. So this formula also you have to note it. To solve the numerical problem, we will use this formula also. Okay, so already I have told two formulas, and this is the third formula, that is Ohm's law, very important, which we will use to solve many numerical problems. So V is equal to IR. So V means potential difference, I means current, R means resistance. So now we are going to see what is meant by resistance. So resistance means it is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of charges through it. We know that in a conductor there is a flow of charges which causes electric current. Yes? So resistance means it is the property of a conductor to resist or to prevent the flow of charges through it. It is called resistance. You used to say no, disease resistance. So if we are having resistance to the particular disease, so the particular disease will not affect us. In the same way, resistance means it is the property of a conductor to resist the flow of charges through it. So SI unit of resistance is ohm. It can be represented by the Greek letter ohm. This is the symbol used to represent resistance. So according to Ohm's law, we can derive resistance as R is equal to V by I. So what is the formula for the resistance? R is equal to V by I. This is based on Ohm's law. If the potential difference across the two ends of a conductor is 1V. So now we are considering the potential difference across the two ends of a conductor is 1V and the current through it is 1 ampere. Then the resistance R of the conductor is 1 ohm. Okay, because we know R is equal to V by R. So 1 by 1 result in 1 ohm. So 1 ohm is equal to, that is R, 1 resistance is 1 R is equal to 1 potential difference divided by 1 ampere. It is current. So R is equal to V by I. That is 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt by 1 ampere. This also can be written as I is equal to V by R. If the resistance is doubled, the current get halved. Okay, so when the resistance in the conductor is more, the flow of current will get decreased because it will resist the flow of charge. That's why when the resistance is doubled, the current get halved. So what is meant by variable resistance? Variable resistance is the component used in electric circuit which is used to regulate the current without changing the voltage source. So it is the component. Variable resistance is the component which is used to regulate the current without changing the voltage source. So in practice, when we are doing practical, we have to decrease or increase the current. Okay, so in order to regulate the current or in order to adjust the current without changing the voltage, we are using the component variable resistance. Okay, variable resistance is used to adjust the current or used to regulate the current without changing the voltage. In an electric circuit, rheostat is used to change the resistance in the circuit. Okay, so rheostat is an instrument which is used to change the resistance in the circuit. I hope that you all understand about today's topic. So if you have any doubt, you can ask children. I have sent notes through WhatsApp. Notes also have to copy. Thank you, children.